Hey, let's get real for a second. You're getting Facebook leads, but who has the time to call them back? I mean, they'll go cold in hours and maybe even minutes. And so that's the biggest challenge for a lot of businesses. And that's where call agent AI comes in. It will get back, call those leads automatically for you within 5 minutes. And in this demo, I'm going to show you how call agent AI could do that, warm up your leads, and even book appointments. Let me show you how it's done. So in this workflow, you basically are looking at a flow from a Facebook ad coming in. And if you've done this before, you're familiar with it, what it's called a Facebook lead form. And in that lead form, all that data will be pre-populated, your name, your phone number, if you wish, or maybe just your email. And all that data is then going to get populated into Call Agent. But how do you do that? How do you get it set up? And we're going to show you how that's done. But basically, that's that first step. Leads are going to CRM, and it could be Zoho, it could be other CRM applications, but in this case, we're going to do it for Zoho and show you how that works. Okay. So let's do that together. I'm going to show you a live demo. So at the very beginning, when you start, you don't have to do this, on every call. But at the very beginning, you're going to integrate basically with two things, two key components you're going to integrate with is you're going to get this URL is the URL from our for Call Agent AI system and the API key. And you get that API key and you're going to integrate all of that. So now your Zoho is now integrated. Okay. And so now that we have it all integrated, this is a really cool part is CRM systems like Zoho has an automation part. It has this. And when you're building on automation, it wants to know when do you want to do this? Well, I want this to call these leads right away. And if you built an email marketing campaign, you've probably done something like this already. And so you probably may be familiar with it. Except the other vehicle that we're using is not an email, but rather a call is the other vehicle that we're choosing. The condition we want to build is that condition and where is it getting from? The condition is, well, it's going to use call agent and we get that URL. We put that in and say, I'm going to use a third party application called Call Agent AI. I'm going to grab that URL. Great. That's my vehicle of choice. And then the last part is schedule. When do you want to send it? Well, maybe typically, they say rule of thumb is to send call 5 minutes after that lead comes in. That'd be a great idea. But for this demo, we're going to do it immediately. So we're not waiting 5 minutes of you guys watching me twiddle my thumbs. So we'll do that right away. So this is just an automation. This is nothing new. This could be usually you're doing this with other automation things tied into your Zoho CRM. And so we've explained that. Okay. And I think we got all of that information. And now we're ready to do the fun part is show you when that lead comes in and we're actually do that live. And so that to trigger this, Jay is helping me out here. He's going to just populate this information in real time and using that form, not from Facebook, but just from an actual form that we have already just to get that flow and show you what it looks like. It's going to generate a call. This campaign that we're doing, as I mentioned, is calling dealerships in the neighborhood and saying, hey, would this be a cool tool to use for you guys? And it's calling. I'll put my phone on speaker so you can hear it. Hello, John speaking.
Hi, John. It's Call Agent AI. I believe you just filled out our Facebook ad lead form. You've got a quick set. No worries at all. Super quick context. You filled out a short Facebook form about AI answering calls.
Yeah, sure. That's true.
Can I ask one quick question?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So, quick question. When the dealership gets slammed and phones are ringing off the hook, what happens to those calls?
Usually they go to voicemail.
Yeah, that's what we keep hearing. So, we built an AI that handles those overflow calls instantly. Would the dealership find that useful?
Yeah, absolutely.
Got it. So, if someone calls asking about a specific car on the lot, how quickly do they usually get an answer?
Well, it depends. I mean, sometimes we're running a campaign, and if we're also short staffed, it could be several hours or end of day or sometimes the next day.
Got it. So, when the dealership is packed and phones are ringing, this picks up instantly. Would that take pressure off your team?
Yeah, it would actually. That'd be kind of cool.
And here's the thing, it doesn't sound like a robot at all. It says, it pauses naturally. It sounds like an actual person. Customers honestly can't tell the difference. Have you heard any of these AI phone systems before?
Yeah, I have.
They sound terrible, right?
Yeah, some do. Yeah.
Exactly. That's why we're different. Oh, and if someone wants a test drive, it books it right into your calendar on the spot. Would that work for how the dealership schedules things?
That would be helpful. So you're saying it can book right into our calendar?
Exactly. It syncs right up and handles that instantly. Does the dealership get calls in other languages sometimes, like Spanish or anything else?
Not very often.
Gotcha. Even if it's rare, it can handle about 22 languages, so it's covered. Would you want to check out how it works in a quick demo?
Yeah, sure.
Let me book that for you now. Do mornings or afternoons generally work better for you?
Afternoons.
Perfect. How about Monday, January 19th at 1 p.m. or 1:30 p.m., 6:15? Would either of those work?
1:30 p.m. would work?
Great. Let me book that for you now. Can I get your email to confirm that?
Sure. Accounts at my-media.tv.
Got it. MyMedia.tv, right? And I got your phone number as well. Can I just confirm your full name?
Sure. John Liberatore.
Thanks, John. Let me lock in that time for you right now. Your appointment is confirmed for Monday, January 19th at 1:30 p.m., 7:01. Sound good?
Yeah, I got that invite already, as you can see. That's pretty cool. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Awesome. Glad it's all set. If you've got any questions during the demo, feel free to ask. Thanks again, John. I'm excited for you to check it out. Take care and have a great day.
Awesome. So there you go. That was our call. It lasts about 4 minutes. And then the last part is now, as you see, there's an email. So thanks, Jay, for showing that. And then the last part is basically showing, let's see the actual notes of that call. So we should be looking at a call summary in the actual CRM. Like, if I was a salesperson, I would put all this information. The purpose of the call was to discuss potential benefits of AI system for handling overflow of the car dealership. Emily from Call Agent gathered all the information, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to read it all, but there's all this information summarized, how long that call was. Just like as I was a professional person calling, I would do that. So now, when we're going to set up that demo with that car dealership, we got all the notes saying, hey, you spoke to Emily and she told you about this cool thing that you guys struggle with, calling people back, and you have all that data right there, just as if you were a professional salesperson populating your Zoho CRM. So there you have it. An example of, remember what we talked about, these leads are coming in from Facebook, going into Zoho. And all of that happened automatically without us lifting a finger, or you're busy, car dealership or your business serving customers. And meantime, no one's feeling like left out. Oh, I just left voicemail, right? Because that sucks for business owners, right? For customers, especially. I just got voicemail. I'm going to call the next guy. We don't want that to happen. Thanks for watching on this demo. Catch you next time. Bye for now.